Because money can be magnetized. Money, that's why we call it currency. It flows. It's either flowing to you or flowing away from you. So magnetize it. So you've got to understand, buy assets. No matter how small your money is, go to your bank. One of the guys on Money Master Class Level 3 was thanking me yesterday. He said, thank you for teaching us on going to buy Euro bonds and treasury bills. Yes. Did you know that to buy treasury bills in your country, every country, it's not that much. A treasury bill is a paper from the government guaranteeing that you have loaned the government of your nation some money, man. And they will give you back with interest. So gather assets. It's what you can leave for your children. And even if you are young, did you know that if you take £100 and you put away, say, every week in an account that has compounded interest, now you're 20. By the time you're 40, £1 million will be waiting for you because it's rolled over every week, every month, every week. But oftentimes, many of the young people in our community, they want to buy Drake's beat. They want to buy Dr. Dre's beat. They want to buy Jordan's Nike shoes. Or maybe you didn't even know. Nike is now #1 brand name. It has overtaken Coca-Cola. And now some of the people pushing it are the people in our community. They don't want to share there. Rather, they own liabilities. Number 4, stop faking wealth. Many are copying friends. Stop the competition. Don't buy a car that is a struggle to either pay the lease or a struggle to stay above waters. Buy your level. And if you don't have a car now, thank God for the philosophy of travel convenience that undergirds the United Kingdom. So we have the rail, we have the tube, we have the buses, we have the taxis, we have the Uber before we come to your car. And I'm sure there are some I missed. We have even the ferry, if you're moving from East London to Woolwich, Southeast London, you can take the ferry. You can take the ferry on the River Thames. Don't impress people. There is the day of delayed gratification before the time of your prosperity. Stop competing with people. Stop trying to show that whatever they can do, you can do better. Because your journey is different. Number 5, understand the game of how money works. It's a game, in case you don't know. Everyone is after your money. The government is after it, so they have 4 taxation systems. The shops are after your money. That's why they display this Christmas. I don't know when this video will be shown, but we are approaching Christmas 2020. This Christmas, despite COVID, people will go to town. The shoppers don't give the monkeys about Jesus. They don't give the monkeys about Christ. They just want to sell. So they don't even put Christ, they put Father Christmas. They don't even say Happy Christmas anymore nowadays. In some places, they say Happy Holidays. Because it's all about sales. Black Friday. Is the Friday black? What was the color of other Fridays? They just brought down the price a little bit. So you will have an illusion that you are buying cheap. Understand how the money game is played. Create a filter to know what you want to spend on and what you shouldn't. A filter. Create a filtration system. Do I need to spend on this? Do I need to not spend on this? Expand your means, not your spending. Your means, not your spending. So if you are a 9-to-5 guy and you do not yet have another way of getting out of 9 to 5, don't resign your job. But look for, shall we use the current language, a side hustle. Look for a side hustle. Maybe when you get home, sit down, write comic books. Did you know that there is a shortage of books for children, particularly in the third world? I'm doing this recording right now in Africa. I'm in my home in Nigeria. There's a shortage of books for children in Nigeria. Such a massive shortage. There are so many opportunities, but everyone's looking in the wrong direction. So increase your opportunities. Make sure you can afford something before you do it. Make sure you can afford it by becoming wealthy first. Before you bought that car, be In my philosophy with cars is that before I buy a car, I'm 10 times able to buy it before I buy it. So that, because I know that, look, once I buy it, it's just going to sit there as a liability. So buy assets, not liabilities. Lands, bonds, shares. If you believe in Bitcoin, I'm still struggling, and I have to confess to you, I'm still struggling with all those coins. I'm beginning to get converted gradually. When I finish my research, I'll teach on Bitcoins. But I am still in that place where I'm saying, where does this thing end? And at the same time, it seems like it's going to be the future. So let me finish my study and come to you. Buy investment instruments, treasury bills, euro bonds. Go to the bank. In fact, if I didn't give you all of them, ask them, are there other investment instruments in this bank? My Money Masterclass Level 3 student, whom I had one-on-one with yesterday, he said, thank you very much. Nobody's been telling us about this Eurobond. I said, the thing among the wealthy is, shh, don't say it out so that not many people know. Because those who have always want to have. But I'm here to empower you. Number 6, try to stay out of debt as much as possible. The only debt you should ever take is when you are using debt to create wealth. OPM, other people's money. You want to build an apartment, you have the land. You want to build 20 apartments there, only borrow like 30% from the bank, start the build, now go to town making so much noise about the apartments. People coming to buy who are making deposits will put the remaining money to build the apartment. So your own exposure is only 30%. And the people's payment helps you to quickly pay the bank. But you see, the bank gave you money. And by the way, the bank does not have money. It's those people who put their money in savings accounts that the bank handed over to you. They will give those whose money is in savings account 1% or 0.5% and come to you and loan it to you in the UK for, I think it's 4%. In Africa, where I am right now, it could be as high as 15 to 18%. That's why the banks in this part of the world declare profits that don't make sense in the middle of COVID. And they are not the best of banks. They don't empower anyone. And yet they announce profits and nobody's challenging them. They sit down. They love it that 3/4 of the people here are risk averse. They hide their money in a savings account and think they are fine. They don't know the banks, do nothing. They just carry it, buy treasury bills, leave it in the central bank of their nation. And the banks are making money and giving them peanuts and holding big Christmas parties for themselves. If any banker gets angry with my teaching, well, that's your problem. It's a free world. Number 7, develop a skill and get better at it. That is one thing about your brain. Did you know that if you tell yourself, I can't do exercise, I can't lose weight,